Hello Pilipinas! Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, at OFWs worldwide, kumusta po kayo?
Yung homeschooling for real natin sa SM Mega Mall. And
Ako po yung mommy behind po ng 4M Sulit-Tipid Homeschooling. Hello Pilipinas! Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, at OFWs worldwide, kumusta po kayo?
yung homeschooling for real natin sa SM Mega Mall. And
Ako po yung mommy behind po ng 4M Sulit-Tipid Homeschooling. Hello Pilipinas, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, and OFWs worldwide. Kumusta po kayong lahat? It's so good to be back dahil alam nyo naman na kapag Thursday ay Table Talk with Bernz. So tonight, no, sabi ko nga kapag Thursday parang feeling ko malapit na yung weekend. So parang nandun na yung parang feeling na matatapos na yung linggo, kumusta na ba, ano ba yung mga dapat kong matutunan para or dapat kong matapos, no? May mga ganun din ba kayong feeling, no? Ayan. So, kindly comment po kung nasaan kayo and kumusta ang inyong internet connection. Naririnig niyo po ba ako? Kumusta ang ating audio? And of course, kung nakikita niyo ba ako ang ating video, syempre. So, malaking bagay talaga na alam nyo naman na every time na we do our FB Live, syempre live stream siya, talagang aside from the nakakapagpalakasan tayo sa isa't isa, nararamdaman natin na, oo nga, no, updated ba ako? Kumusta naman yung nangyayari, no, nangyayari sa akin? Ako lang ba ang ganito, no? So, malaking bagay ang meron talaga tayong community, no? And I'm very thankful sa lahat ng mga nasa Sulit-Tipid at Pinoy Homeschooling community dahil nga tayo ay nagsasama-sama dito para aside from we are building our family, at the same time, tayo po mismo ay nagkakaroon tayo ng pagkakaintindihan and at the same time, tayo mismo ay nakakapagpalakas sa isa't isa. So tonight, it's a very special FB Live with me kasi it's very special dahil may kasama ako ngayong gabi, may guest ako. So hindi ko na patatagalin pa pero napaka-special sa buhay ko nitong taong to kasi itong taong to ang nagparana sa akin kung paano magkaroon ng unconditional love, no? Na sinasabi nga nila, 'di ba? So unconditional love na tipong pagka ako ay lumalabas, parang yung puso ko naiiwan. Dahil at the back of my mind, ang laging nasa isip ko anong ginagawa niya, sinong may hawak sa kanya, what is he doing, no? So, itong batang to, napaka-close sa puso ko kasi bukod siya yung aking panganay, ay siya din talaga yung aking leader, no? Talagang ang kanyang pangalan, he becomes his name, no? So I wanna call on, let's all welcome Kuya Marco. Hello, Kuya.
hi.
Don't worry, you don't need to, as long as there's the light there, it's all right. Yeah, they can hear us. Okay? So there. I think dapat mas dumito ka. Parang feeling ko,
Switch
kita ka?
tayo? Switch tayo?
Hindi, okay lang. There. Ayan, para mas kita tayo, anak. Medyo nanginginig pa ako sa chills eh. Do you know what we're going to talk about tonight?
No.
Ha? So tonight we're going to talk about this. Okay.
Table talk with Bernz.
Yeah. Kick your homeschooling in a notch. Okay? So kick your homeschooling in a notch. And that is how do we do it? When you say kick your homeschooling in a notch, it's an idiomatic expression meaning na paano i-spice, paano
You
magkakaroon
mean
ng
how to give it some taste or
taste
something?
like a cake. Like it becomes catchy, it
Like
becomes
something boring. You're gonna make it to something wonderful.
yeah, very good. Exactly. Something boring and then you make it into something wonderful. You
Like-
make it
Like clay?
like clay. Uh, yeah, in a way, yes. Kasi you can mold it into different things that uh, captures your attention, right? So
Yes, Mom.
things like that. So can you read this part? I always say this. Can you do? Can you say it now? I don't.
I don't regret the things I've done. I regret the things I didn't do when I had the chance.
Yeah, you always hear me that, right?
Yes, Mom.
Lagi mo naririnig sa akin yan na kapag ka may ginagawa tayo, dapat sulit-tipid.
Yes,
No?
Mom.
Where you have to give your best in everything that we do. And kung hindi pa satisfied, sige, tingnan natin kung paano natin siya mas mapapaganda, mas ma-improve, right?
At mas creative.
Ayun. So, laging
Mga
papasok
yanay at itay.
mga inay at itay. Yan. So, I am asking all of you if nakaka-relate kayo sa aming pag-uusapan. You can put a comment po, no, para mas magkaroon po tayo ng sharing and at the same time, mararanasan natin na, ay, oo nga, no, hindi lang pala ako yung may ganitong scenario. Yan. So, bago natin simulan yan, gusto kong itanong sa lahat, no?
Did we forget that?
Wait.
Okay.
Yan na. Okay. So, I'm Bernice Garcia or Mommy Bernz, Mommy B para po sa iba. I'm a homeschooling mom of 4 kids, 10 years and counting, no? Kasi talagang as early as talagang naging I'm a very hands-on mom. And ang aming lifestyle kasi ay sulit-tipid, meaning best effort, no? And let go and let's do our best and let God do the rest. Ganyan ang aming lifestyle. And ang aming lifestyle din kasi is we juggle working from home, no, na wala kaming yaya, wala kaming family member na kasama. Pero at the same time, hinaharap natin kung papaano yung pag-homeschool. Wala rin tayong sariling sasakyan. So,
And
papaano yung pagko-commute, lahat yan. Ranas na ranas niyan. So, kami po ay typical na Filipino family. What do you wanna add?
what I say is that homeschooling is a great opportunity. Yes, to strengthen your child's mind, and in a way, they'll get to have a relationship with their mom and dad.
Yeah, so
Like
it's about
in-
relationship, right? It's relational.
For example, in the movies, and then it's either the mom or dad, or the kid and the dad, and the kid or and the mom.
Mm.
They won't get any relationship because they don't spend much time with that. It's either work, cell phone, or something else. I don't know.
As I have observed movies, it they find each other kind of like boring, like there's a wall, right? Kasi the relationships, it's supposed that because you know each other so well, it's supposed to be a natural thing for you to catch up or talk about whatever it is on your mind.
You mean like in the illness about kidney stones, that the kidney sends urine to the bladder, but instead there's kidney stones that block the urine.
Yeah, in a way, yes. So, na-relate mo na sa kidney. Anyway, ayan. So, I am the mommy here of STPH and I'm hoping na kayo po dito sa loob ng STPH, you are enjoying everything that we have for you. Kung mapapansin ninyo, everyday talaga tayo may posting about our loving Lunes, no? Our manageable Martes, minsan naman kung hindi manageable Martes is ano bang ginagawa natin sa kapag Martes, ma-artsy Martes. We also have our measure Miyerkules, no? And also minsan doon din pumapasok yung maalagang Miyerkules eh.
Yes po,
No?
ma.
And of course today is Thursday. So talagang humor Webes ang ating mga posting dito. And of course Friday is Bayani Biyernes. So each day talaga kung makikita ninyo sa STPH, mapapansin nyo, lalong-lalo na doon sa mga bagong, sabi nga nila, bagong pasok ng group, okay, you can be excused. Makikita mo naman na talagang even sa ating guides, no? So, on the top of our community, you can check na hindi na lang siya units pero nakalagay sa kanya ay guides. So, kapag click nyo, makikita nyo halos lahat ng postings din. No? So, minsan nga keywords lang eh, yung para sa may magnifying glass, type ka lang ng keyword. Kasi yung iba hindi pa nalalagay sa units eh, ang daming postings talaga dito sa loob ng community natin. And I'm very proud na hindi po tayo nahihiya, at the same time we are all very much welcome na magtanong, no? Wag po tayong mahiya, no? Real talk tayo dito lagi sa STPH. So, paano ba tong sa kick? Your homeschooling in a nutshell, no? Can you read about Malcolm X? Education?
Education is the passport to the future. For
Or tomorrow?
belongs to those who prepared for today.
Oh, what do I mean by that? What any idea, sweetheart? It's all right.
Education,
This is
meaning
impromptu.
like social studies for General Z and Alpha. For the 21st century, scientists are trying to make the new generation of human beings into smarter and advanced people. So, meaning that
So what is education now? Why is it passport for the future? What do I mean by that?
education is a passport for the future because number one, it has skills. Like for example, maybe a scholar in college, and then with those skills like algebra, geometry, trigonometry, and also calculus, they can, like for inside a room, they're gonna get trapped, and then there's a switch, but it can't time the ceiling. What will they do? Then there's rocks all around.
So you're saying that whatever Hinjon says on the way of the kid or the students, they'll be able to withstand it. They'll be able to overcome it. Is that right?
Yes.
Because they have the skills. You even gave example of skills. Is that right?
Yes.
That's why you said it's the education, that education is the passport to the future. So the future, it means tomorrow, the next days, the next years, they belong to those who prepare for it today. So it means you have to plan.
So, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare today. That line means that if you study hard, it's either you can be like a doctor works for 5 years. Is that correct?
10 years to be exact.
Oh, 10 years. And then like a neurologist, and then they're dissecting a brain, and then once they're operating on a patient that has something in their brain, like for example
A tumor?
yeah, like that, like a tumor, they're gonna cut up the brain, and I just can imagine. Okay, let's just talk about side that. But for tomorrow belongs to those who prepared for the day means that if you study hard and if you want something, you gotta study hard enough to get it. You need effort and time, and that will make you successful. If you don't plan anything at all, you'll just be staying low price. Or your values as well.
Yes. Thank you, Daddy, for your comment to Kuya Marco. Yeah. I really love doing FB lives with our kids. You know that. Thank you. And also for setting this all up. Okay. That's like what you've said. It's all about the planning, eh, no? So let's check what is it in the planning, right? So we have to check ourselves.
True enough.
Kailangan nating tignan, no? How is your homeschooling day going? Sa mga nagsimula po na homeschool ng school year natin ng August or yung iba po ay maaga, no? Na sumabay po sila sa June. No, ay, Tita Janet is here. Hello, Tita Janet.
Hi, Tita.
Ayan.
How are you in Antipolo?
Pio and Pia, I think also are watching.
Oh, hello.
Ayan. So, how is your homeschooling day going? You have to think what you have done so far and how it makes you feel. No, ano ba, nagre-race na kayo against clock ba or lesson? Especially yung iba, exam week, no? Napansin nyo ba, exam week or ang dami ng pasahan na ng grades, yung iba naman ay may portfolio pa, no? So, malaking bagay kasi na ang laki ang bumibilis yung parang sumusunod ka. Napapansin mo parang, hala, dapat ito natapos na natin tong topic na to, no? Ganyan na siya. So, naaalis yung focus, no? Kung paano ba talaga yung heart ng talagang pag-homeschool. Can you read that one? The switch to online education?
Okay. Switch
Yeah, this
to
part.
online education and homeschooling has
Disrupted.
Okay, disrupted everyone's schedule. Time management is one of the main challenges that learners, students, and teachers or parents have to face.
Yeah, we all have to face it. Kasi nga, aside from the pandemic, yung iba naman, hindi naman sila nag-homeschool before, no? So, they have to switch ng online distance learning na talagang ang laki ng in-adjust ng family, no? So, sabi pa nga ng iba, pandemic homeschooling will never be homeschooling. Kasi nga naman, talagang hindi lumalabas, no? So that's one of the adjustment. But how have you adjusted before when there was no coronavirus?
Well, when we were homeschooling, like before the pandemic, it's kind of a bit tricky to go outside because mostly kids right now and before mostly want to play with gadgets. And mostly in America, they really just want to stay with the gadgets and they just don't want
Not
to
just in
spend time
America, I
with
mean
their
the entire world
I
actually. Kids nowadays.
worldwide.
Yeah.
And mostly is that they don't want to spend time with their mom and dad, their siblings also. So that means that they're not stretching out relationships to their relatives, and that will make them sad because family is the
So
first
what's the
ministry.
changes now?
The
Before we homeschool without the pandemic. It's not yet pandemic. How was it?
Well,
And then how is it now that it is pandemic?
Well, the results before was actually you could go outside, and our schedule first was before we woke up at 4 a.m. Then we get to exercise outside. Mostly a routine. You have to do a routine. We were doing a routine, including going outside and walking around in the park. But now, the
Can't do
schedule.
those.
Yeah, because it's gonna be. Just imagine that there's a walking virus walking from planet to planet or something. They will make you sick once you're running. One sniff, you're dead.
All right. So, if ever ito yung nafe-feel mo, mga mommies and daddies, na parang kalaban mo na ba yung orasan o kaya yung lesson, medyo preno ka muna. Hinay-hinay tayo, okay?
Mommy, can I also say something I forgot?
Okay, what's that?
Oh, and I remember that mostly when there's a pandemic, the parents will think that it's ruined. There's no school for the kids. I can't homeschool them because I have too much work. But the parents need to schedule their time because time is very important. We can't put it back like a rewind tape, like.
May sound effects ka pa, anak, ah.
And alright, but the point is that we can put back time, but we need to spend it wisely.
So, just like with the time, spending wisely, no? It's really connected to what we're going to talk about. Kasi character traits, like for example, persistence, self-confidence, and, being optimistic, you have to think positively, no? It's really more than natural eh. You have to do it with by ano siya, by a habit, no? For you to have persistence, for you to have self-confidence, for you to become optimistic or thinking you always think positively, you always think about what good can this do for me, or what good can I get from this. So it's more than a natural ability, it's more than a natural way. You have to be intentional. Doon papasok yung teka, best effort to. Kahit tinatamad ako, kailangan gawin ko to eh. So the challenge for busy parents, dun pumapasok. Kasi syempre you have to juggle the work at night, no? Kung ang work niyo sa nighttime, ang work niyo ba hapon, tapos kung like me, wala tayong assistant sa bahay, wala tayong family member na pwedeng pakiusapan, or wala tayong yaya or maid, ano? So this, dun papasok talaga yung, teka, paano ba uunahin dito? Ano bang gagawin ko? And for some people na may mga businesses pa, no, like us also, dun makikita na, oo nga, teka lang, may time for business, tapos may time pa for work, tapos may time pa for homeschool, and kailangan yung home management kasama din. O, di ba? So, pasok na pasok sa banga, no, sa for International Women's Month. No, ang daming hinaharap ng mga nanay. And these character traits, no, ito yung kailangan na persistence, self-confidence, and optimism. Ito yung kailangan na ma-deal kasi ito yung magli-lead sa success ng isang bata. No? So, paano nga naman kapag hindi mo pinanday yung mga yan, 'di ba? So, what is it, Marco? Yeah, but I am saying something, so you have to wait for my pause.
Yes, that's why at your pause I did that.
Nakikiliti ako, nak.
Oh, kids, tip. If you want to make your mom and dad happy, do something good for them.
May tips ahoy pa si Kuya. Actually, we have tips ahoy hinta talaga dito.
Oh, and those who have questions for Mommy Bernz,
Or
please
even
comment,
for you.
Or for me. Comment,
Yes.
please.
Yan. So, what happens if you have poor time management? Yung pa nga sasabihin ko sa iyo.
Can I be excused?
Alright, go. So, what happens if there is poor management ngayon sa oras? Paano mo ba masabing poor management? Siyempre, ano ba nasa-sacrifice mo dyan? Kapag hindi mo siya nabalanse talaga yung oras, no? Ang mangyayari sa'yo, siyempre, kung may written exam kayo or oral exam, tapos hindi mo masyado naintindihan, ulitin mo yun. Ulitin nyo rin yung discussion, no? Tapos, yung minsan, you'll get tired, you'll get sick, no? And dahil nga, naliles yung time mo mag-devote din ng reading materials o yung mga research materials mo. So, magkakaroon ka ng difficulty in assessing your kids, di ba? So, ikaw naman, kapag sa student, as a homeschooling student, what happens to you kapag poor time management ang nangyayari sa iyo?
Number one is that I won't be thinking clearly if I still wake up too late, and also
You wake up too late or you sleep too late?
sleep too late.
You sleep late, tapos
Your neurons will not be able to compute regularly.
compute or mag-process. Mabagal yung process ng brain mo.
Yeah, like for
Yan.
example, our brains. I mean, the total brain. Okay, it looks like a big fat spaghetti, right? Okay, that blob inside your head is like a big laptop, but it's natural. And just like that, if you don't sleep right, or should I say sleeping late, you won't be able to process the the function of the brain. The function of the brain will be decreased instead of increasing, like a boost up.
Mm-hmm.
And like you're like the laptop, okay, what I said. And the internet is just like your sleep. And alright, this is the laptop, this is the internet. Just like that, if they both work together, you'll be able to solve math problems and grammar and stuff. And also that if your other side of the brain and this side doesn't function anymore,
You can't apply the skills already.
you cannot you can't do anything anymore. You'll just be
You can't apply it.
oh God, I'm too tired.
Kasi mabagal na
Can
yung
I
thinking
sleep?
Mabagal na yung thinking. Hindi na kakayanin na magproseso na paano mo siya i-apply. Yun
It
talaga
cannot,
yun yung cell regeneration hindi nag-take place.
Parang yung internet na nag-glitch, yung parang ganun po.
Oo, yung
Mga inay
pagpasok,
at
no?
inay. Ganun, di ba po?
Ayan. So, kaya ganun ka-importante yung oras. So, we only have one shot in parenting. Di mo na mababalik yan. Kahit ikaw, one time ka lang magiging bata, Marco. So,
I can't go back again. If I'm a grown-up, I'm gonna have to feed food.
Mm-mm.
I gotta give babies. I gotta give the royal family. Excuse me, I need to be excused.
yeah, the alarm. Ayan. So, what are the benefits of having a routine, right? It brings a sense of calm, no? Syempre, dahil nga may routine ka na, ang nangyayari sa'yo, hindi ka kinakabahan na parang may kulang, hindi kalat-kalat yung utak mo. Kung may gusto kang idagdag dun sa gagawin nyo, madali na siya kasi nga naka na siya naka kumbaga alam mo yung gagawin mo. Kung may dadagdag ka, madali na lang. Next, it keeps you
Oh.
this one.
Okay.
Benefits of a
It
routine.
keeps you healthy. Routines help you sleep better and manage stress. So that's really true because if you do a routine and you do it daily, your brain will function. There's actually this one time that a a teacher told me in one virtual class that if you do a routine, your life will be complete. You know why? Your life is like a puzzle. If you don't have any routine, you're just gonna be sabog-sabog. Your hair will be like that. Stand up on end.
Parang na Ghostbuster, ganon.
Yeah. Alright.
How about it creates structure? Can you read
You
it?
can better organize your day when you have a plan. So, like for a blueprint and in a building, when you have a plan,
Mhm.
you can organize things. And
Mhm.
organizing your stuff is an art in your house because you get to see in patterns, in
Mhm.
colors, shapes, and sizes. And that's for stuff.
And
for
you
things.
can even decorate it.
And you can even add math and science there. Where did this leather come from? And what reptile? Like that.
The basic skills kasi, Marco, of how do we learn, is the listening, speaking. If you're not able to listen well, you don't know what to say. You'll not be able to speak. And if you don't know how to speak, how are you going to write? Kaya kung mapapansin nyo, in the mornings, talagang andun yung pagbe-build up ng skill ng mga subject, like what we do. We write in the morning, we read in the morning,
and
we do
also,
read
Ma,
alouds in the morning.
And also, Ma,
So, what?
I just remembered that every time we homeschool, after we do our subjects, we'll feel that I'm so overwhelmed that I'm done with subjects.
And you feel proud about it, right?
Yes, and then it makes you feel that you want to do more.
Yeah. Napaproduce yun eh. I'm so glad you said that.
Oh, tip number 2. Kids, do your subjects and then you'll get great rewards.
Yeah. Speaking of rewards like that, you'll share some of those later, okay?
Okay.
I have here a list of the tips ahoy coming from our family.
Tips
Okay?
ahoy? Wasn't that from the chip?
Yeah, I always it's like a boost for me when I call tips ahoy.
I thought it was
Don't
chip.
shout.
I thought
So-
it was chips ahoy.
Yeah, you're hungry again. So, How do you kick your homeschooling in a notch, Marco? Praise is
on.
Yan. Praise is when you tell your child that you like what they're doing or how your day behaving. For example,
great job, Marco. Well done, Marza. That's awesome, Martina. By using praise, you're showing your child how to think and talk positively about themselves. You're helping your child learn how to recognize when they do well and feel proud of themselves. Praising effort can motivate your child and encourage them to try hard in the future.
May question ako sa iyo, anak. When you praise Martina, when you tell her to do something and then she was able to do it and she was, or even when sometimes she helped you pa, even when you're about to say it but then she helped you right away. And you said a praise to her like, oh, thank you, Martina, like that. How do you feel? What was Martina's response to you? Relieved, right? Or Martina will do it more, right? Kasi nga, nakita mo na yung effort niya eh. How about Marcel? Marcel, most of the time, it's also like that. Kids, they are like that. Even you. Right? All right. So,
even you when you were
can you read that? You got this.
You got this, Inay and Itay.
Yeah. Can you read more? The pain you feel today
is the strength you will feel tomorrow. For every challenge encountered, there's an opportunity for growth.
Very good. How about there?
So,
when praise is focused on effort.
Wait, can I explain about the first line?
The pain
you feel today is the strength you will feel tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
The pain that you got from the day before. Once you harvest it, you'll learn from it why you got that, and you'll gain more power.
You'll gain more power. Parang before, I can't do this, but now I'm able to do it.
For Inay and Itay, that's the key!
Parang before lang, Mommy, my name is so long. But now, he loves his name, right? You're even proud what is the meaning of your name. So, can you read, when praise is focused on effort, what does it
mean? When praise is focused on effort, children are more likely to see trying as a good thing in itself. They're also more likely to keep trying and to be optimistic when they face challenges.
When you say optimistic, they think positively. They always think na, oh, what's the good in this?
Oh,
like that.
When I thought about optimistic, I thought there was Optimus Prime.
Ay, Transformers na ito. Yeah, they will be transformed initially because you keep on praising your siblings. You keep on praising, you focus on the effort of your siblings. For example, sometimes Marco is my substitute teacher eh. So, substitute. Whenever I'm doing something in my computer and I am the one who's asking him to check his siblings. Check mo yung work ni Martina ng ganito, check si Marcel, especially with Marcel kasi boys yan eh. So, minsan sabi niya sa akin, Mommy, Marcel is not following. Oh yeah, I'll go down and I mind him again. And I have to tell Marcel now, Marcel, you have to follow Kuya because that is my instruction to you. And you love Kuya, right? He was also there before with what you're doing. He has done that before. And also that when you motivate your child positively, or your siblings, or when I motivate,
alright, all your kids, or should I say, the person like when they feel bad or negative feelings. You try to motivate them or make them productive in something. What is their hobbies? What are their favorites?
Yeah, the interest itself pa lang eh, 'di ba? Just to keep them spice up, no?
Instead of giving them negative activities and not forcing them to do something.
What do you mean by negative activities? Is there such a thing na negative? How does an activity become negative for you, anak? Well, boring na?
Like this. Like, for the kids, like in the movies.
That's interesting.
In the movies, mostly kids don't really like to read boring books like Shakespeare, Sherlock Holmes, like that. Do you think it's boring? Well, for me, it's like a storybook kingdom for me. Okay. Mostly I like
Biblio rin kasi si kuya, mga
Most-
inay. Kaya yan. Yung smell pa lang ng paper, oh mom, this is addicting. Ganyan pa yan.
Oh, and for kids who like to read books out there, go.
Go, go.
Bookworms. Okay, so with the books, most kids think that it's boring because it's just
A book,
pages,
yeah.
smell, dust. That's it. That's it. And then you gotta do a boring book report. That's gonna be some kids think it's negative or something. That's
How do you spice up the book report?
spice up the book report.
Yeah.
I used to do one. I
Yeah,
remember
you
you put
even do.
doodles and drawings.
Yeah, you're so good at that. I'm so moved. I even remember that when we and Marcel and I stayed in the hospital for about 3 months. Marco even made hieroglyphics of Egyptian hieroglyphics. He even made a scroll like that. So it's a book report, and yet you put arts into it. You become creative about it. Kasi nga na-instill sa kanya na ay pwede to. No? So,
While you and Marza were in the hospital for 3 months, I was studying Egyptology. Egyptology is the study of Egypt, okay? And mostly is that I keep looking at the diagrams and also, what's that called again? The hieroglyphics is actually a Greek word meaning special writing or strange symbols. And if you see one of their hieroglyphics, or should I say writings, it's not about what they're drawing, but it's about the sound of what they're writing. Like, for example, read, and then there's a read, the read, the plant, the
yes,
lake,
yes.
and then
Ito yung picture niya. Ito yung
Pero-
pinapakita.
but instead of a person looking at a book,
Yes.
it's a reef, the plant.
Mm.
That's the difference between hieroglyphics and drawings. Okay, so once you combine them, boom, you got new Egyptian language. So
What languages are you very much interested ba? Can you tell me more? Egyptian, ano pa? French, what else? Latin,
Chinese,
Mandarin.
Mandarin and Korean and Japanese.
Ayan, mahilig kasi siya mag-ano talaga ng languages. May 4 kids kasi. So, we study them. Sometimes, I let them do applications din, no? And at the same time, I got to learn because of them, no? At the same time. So, yung mga challenges na yan napapag-usapan kasi yan.
Oh,
When praise is focus kasi dun sa effort, no? Sobrang, they're more likely talaga na they'll keep on trying. Tapos, makikita mo, didiskarte na talaga sila. Sila na yung gagawa. You don't need to tell them. Magkakaroon na talaga sila ng initiative to do
sentido
that.
común.
Common sense, yon, sentido common, no? But ano ba to? Magkakaroon na sila ng magkakaroon na sila ng uwido, no? Sabi nga nila sa Tagalog. Yan. So, tips ahoy. Can you read that, baby?
Oh, I thought there was gonna be cookies in the background.
Si tips ahoy.
Tips ahoy for setting a homeschool praise routine.
Ayan. Talagang I have to tell everyone na ito yung praise routine. Ito yung po pwede mong gawin na encouragement, and at the same time, papaano mo siya isasama ngayon sa homeschool mo. Lalo na pag nagiging boring na, parang you're running out of ideas. Ay, nako. Ask me about it. I have 4 kids. Can you read,
Oh.
you know?
You know it's important to praise kids, but it's even more meaningful for kids to learn to appreciate their own efforts. Self-esteem comes from working hard toward a goal and feeling good about it. So when kids see their hard work is paying off, it helps them to develop the ability of self-praise. What you say and how you say it can help the kids recognize things what they should be proud of.
Ayan. So, pinakagusto ko to
Diction.
Yung what you say and how you say it.
Like, for example,
Yung intonation mo.
Ma.
Yun.
like this. This is the parent, this is the kid. So, Very good. Do you think that sounds good?
Now.
Very good. This, how you say it affects the child's feelings.
Yun. And kapag nasira na yung feelings niya, yari ka na. Kasi na-down na siya. Or kung hindi mo yan na-down, pwede mag-tantrums na yan. Tapos ikaw pwede ka rin matrigger. Ayun na, nag-away na kayo. Yari na. So, ano yung pwede natin gawin? So, make regular to-do praises. Talagang daily po talaga yan. Can you read that one? The overall
warmth and supportiveness of your family relationships, and find ways to encourage kids when they fail, not just when they succeed.
Ayan. Some children, can you read that part?
Some children, especially those who are less confident than others, need more encouragement than others. When praises focus on effort, children are more likely to see trying hard as a good thing in itself. They are also more likely to keep trying and to be optimistic when they face challenges. When you face challenges, kids and parents, you will feel that I accomplished this. But once I accomplish,
you're feeling down first. Kasi you're the one who's facing it. You're the one dealing with
once you make
the hard
lots
time.
of mistakes, you learn from each one. Like Thomas Edison in 1880, when he was doing something in Menlo Park in his laboratory with his group of scientists, when they were trying to make a electric light bulb, there are many ways to make light bulbs, but
there are actually 99 ways he did wrong. And the 100th time, that's where he got it right.
Yes.
So, isang beses lang siya tumama, 99 lahat mali.
And there's this other inventor. His last name was Swan. I think it was John Swan. I don't know, but his last name was Swan.
On the part
he was from England, and he created this light bulb, but it had yellow light. Edison's had white, so he also had a competitor named Tesla.
Tesla.
Nicholas Tesla. They're fighting over the voltage of electricity. Tesla, his voltage of electricity was low price but high quality.
Okay.
But Edison's was high quality, high price. So the both of them. So,
yun na. Ano na yun? Comparison na siya. Nag-contrast na sila, di ba?
And so, Tesla won except for... But Edison created a new bulb. And it was much more bigger than Tesla's.
So, ang dami ngayong nanganak na ideas. Is that what you're trying to tell them?
Yes.
So,
and you can learn from each one.
Yun, from one facing to another facing. Yun. Yes. So, the regular praises kasi na paano mo ba siya nagagawa, yan, mamaya papakita natin, no? Sana kasya pa sa time, no? So, number 2, praises help young children develop good people skills. So, ano yung evidence niyan, Kuya? Can you read?
There's also evidence that older children preschoolers develop better social skills when we praise them for displaying good manners. Gardner, 2006, Hastings at
2007. Inulit niya.
Hastings 2007.
Yes. Children want to feel noticed and validated. Pag sinabi mo kasing validated, confirmed na sila yon, nakikita mo sila. The more you show approval dun sa behavior, the more na gagawin nila yon. They're inclined to continue yung behavior na nagustuhan mo, yung para lang mag-gain niya ulit yung appreciation at saka yung approval mo. So, cycle of kindness siya na dahil nga naging kind ka to give praise, babalik niya yun sa'yo, tapos may encourage lalo yung bata to engage in a positive and desirable behaviors. What?
Alright, so I have a question for you. What was your hardest challenge in any homework, like algebra, calculus, trigonometry, geometry, and all that? Tell me what's the hardest exam or quiz that your teacher gave you. What was the hardest challenge?
Siguro yung mag-compute ng ng angles noon, tapos ia-apply mo siya sa sa trunk ng tree. Tapos there was this field exam na umulan bumagyo, kinakailangan naming i-compute. So may mga kagrupo ako, nakalinya na kaming ganyan. Tapos umuulan pa talaga siya, naka-hard hat ako noon. So parang, syempre, magsuswell yung yung puno. So, alam niyo naman na may hygroscopic features ang ang ating mga wood.
Can be
So,
absorbed.
magsuswell yon. Eh di maiiba na naman yung computation mo pagkatapos ng mga 2 days, 3 days, di ba? So, I think that's one of the hardest exam that I've had. And yun yung mga gesture ng mga kasama ko na, uy, kaya natin to. Hindi, laban. Ano man lang yan, mapaparaanan pa natin yan. So, siguro yung mga yun na, kasi kung ako lang siguro mag-isa yun, wala na. Tinalikuran ko na yun, anak. Kaya lang hindi eh. Yung pat sa akin, tapos yung teacher namin doon sa laboratory na yon, sa field exam na yon, mabait din. So, yung ganun lang eh. Kaya yan. O, diba? Tapos yung makiki-high five sa'yo. So,
grabe, batang 90s.
Oo, batang 90s ka. So, all it takes para sa atin, no, dahil tayo na yung magulang ngayon, eh, kailangan tayo na yung magpapakita ng appreciation sa mga ginagawang effort ng mga kids natin. Kasi ang kids natin, they all do that eh. So, you can excuse. All right, go there. So, ganun siya, no? Grabe, ang bilis ng oras. Nakakaloka. Ayan. Mukhang may part 2 talaga tayo. Ayan. Activities you can add to your routine, no? So, meron tayong praise by words. Kuya, can you tell more about praise by words?
Praising words that are inconsistent with self-view may be perceived as insincere.
Ayan.
Specific and describe him or her.
So, can you set an example ng how do you describe na yung yung ginawang effort,
This
diba?
Is great.
How did it become great? Yun.
How did you do this? Amazing.
Yan, diba? Tapos, how do you do it by praise by gestures?
Fist bump. High five. Bear hug. Thumbs up. Muscle arm. Heart hands. Swirl kiss.
Tsaka yung ginagawa natin. Kagaya. Diba? So, kahit minsan nag-FB live ako, minsan sisilip yan si Kuya Marco. Like that. So, he's always reminding me, kahit si Martina din. Yeah. Ganun talaga siya, no? So, meron din tayong praise by activities, no? You strive to get at least 30 minutes na physical exercise, whether dito sa loob ng bahay or sa labas ng bahay. So, pwedeng, yung mga natatandaan mo to, paint bombs, water balloons. Iba yung gift of experience talaga eh, no? 'Di ba? So, napakaraming pwedeng gawin, no? Now, since wala na po tayong time, no? Next Thursday again, we'll be talking about the room for flexibility.
Wait, this is...
And yung ating praises to kick your homeschool in a notch.
Is that
Yes. So, we're going to talk about this next Thursday sa ating part 2. Okay? So, what do you want to tell our moms and dads watching us right now about this part, no?
Well, I did watch
What we've
I
said,
watched with
what
my
we've shared.
family with the Princess Diaries, right? And then they got her mom get to do pink bombs and stuff. With the...
Like that, right? And there are many ways, no, na dun pa lang sa ating kusina mismo, no, makikita natin kung ano yung mga po pwede nating gamitin. Though messy talaga, yes. Pero because they're happy, you also will make a way to clean up with me, right? Diba? Madalas ganun tayo eh. Lalo na nung sumabog yung PC Valentine natin, yung sa parang wine na plastic Tapos sumabog siya na tumulo ng dire-diretso papunta doon sa may pintuan namin. Grabe, takbo kami kay Marco. No, ma'am, first the floor ka. Ganyan.
Yeah.
Tapos si Martina, Mami, ano yun, the Sony Rocks, we have to wash. So, taga-wash si Martina ng basahan. Kami ni Marco, taga-habol dun sa sa fizzy mixture namin. So, it happened when the kids were younger. Marcel was even a baby during that time.
And I remember
the messier it gets, the happier we become.
That we did the Orbeez and also with the rice and with the farm and that.
Yeah.
And then I remember that when Marcel woke up and oh, Mom, Marcel's awake because
he wants to put everything in his mouth.
Marcel was a baby that time. So when he woke up, he wanted to get everywhere. And then me, I was, Mom. Margaret, she also like me. Martina, she did
like that. So,
Marcel
maraming
is like
activity.
baby Godzilla. Marcel is like baby Godzilla.
Yeah, because he will try to walk on top of the table.
Yeah, and eat everything.
He wants to put everything in his mouth. Well, babies are like that, right?
Yeah, and he squished one.
All the sensory and everything.
Babies do like this.
Like that. So, guys, mga mommies and daddies, stop muna tayo dito, no? This is how we end our part 1, okay? You think about the things we've shared with you, no? The number 1, 2, and 3, okay? The regular to-do praises for our tips ahoy for setting a homeschool praise routine. And next Thursday, no? We will talk about the room for flexibility and of course, ano ba yung mga praises na pwede nating gamitin, no, para to kick our homeschooling in a notch. All right? So any last words that you wanna tell them? How important is the praise ba, anak?
Well, for the praise, don't forget to encourage your child to do good things and
the effort, right? You focus on the effort.
And also make your child feel that they are loved.
Validate it. No? Confirm it. Huwag po tayo mahiya. Alam natin na lahat ng ito po ay mapaparaanan dahil mahal natin sila. Paalam! Good night!